Hey everyone, okay, so today I thought I would film with my iPhone since I've noticed with my main camera, my hair and eyes look really dark, my hair especially. My hair is actually really quite fair. So I thought I'd film with my iPhone, we'll see what it looks like. Let me know if you prefer it or if you don't, regardless of hair color, but why not? So today I'm gonna be filming pretty much a full face of Westminster Today makeup, which I think is really appropriate while wearing a top that I got secondhand for £7. Makes perfect sense. Let's slap on hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of makeup while wearing, you know, a secondhand top. So to begin with, I'm just going to prime the skin with some moisturizer, because Westminster Today products, particularly their complexion products, they really do need a bit of slip. Otherwise they can just be a bit heavy. And with some emollients behind it, they're really, really pretty. So we're going to do a really beautiful shiny look and then mattify it down. Okay, so I'm going to pick two shades of foundation. I'm going to pick shades 5 and 6, and I'll show you them in a second. But first, I'm going to use a bit of an illuminator around the outside perimeter of the face. And it's a really greasy, oily concoction, but it actually performs really well. So why not? I mean, I've got the products here. They're mine, by the way. Westminster Today have never sponsored me. Look at that. Let's just, fuck it. We'll stick it all over. Why not? Why not talk about emollients? I mean, honestly, it's a great product. It needs about a year and a half of shaking to really mix them in. Okay. So I'm going to use shade 5 of the foundation stick, and obviously packaging is always amazing. And I'm going to use shade 5 just down the center portions, and then I'm going to use shade 6, and you know I'm not going to use a lot, around the outside. There's barely any difference clearly, so it, you know, honestly, I'm clearly just being a bit fancy because both shades look identical. So there you go. So I'm going to blend them in with a flat foundation brush. And because of the emollients that I put on the skin first, and of course the fact that I haven't overloaded the skin, this is going to blend and glide in and look like real shiny skin. So let's blend this in. Now, I am a massive fan of Westminster Today products. I know they are outrageously expensive, but they're just so lovely. And yes, they're incredibly luxe. They feel luxe. You feel like you're applying something that costs money, because it does. But I think you can really tell the difference with this. I'm going to go in with a baby contour stick, and I'm just going to apply a bit of this just around the higher points of the face, and then just blend it in with the same brush. I'm not trying to contour, you know me, those days are long gone, which seems quite ironic because I was really quite, if you look back, I was one of the first, I think, who was doing all the contouring under foundation and all that. I've got some amazing videos on it, but you know, we grow up, we change, it's not for me. Okay, they roll everywhere. The only problem with these products is the magnets. They don't like each other. You know, they keep repelling each other. So next I'm going to use Petal, which is this gorgeous blusher, and this is such a pretty blusher, and I'm going to apply this generously along these points using the same brush. Why make something else dirty when you don't need to? Blend that in these linear strokes, just like this, and then I'm just going to buff it up into the hairline. Same thing. Blend this in. I don't know, excuse me. I don't know how shiny this is coming off on camera at the moment. It's really quite shiny here. But don't worry, it's going to look really pretty. When in doubt, I always say, make your face bright pink. Because, you know, why not? I mentioned this before, but there was a study that showed that men who have very high colour in their cheeks are considered more trustworthy. So there you go. Next, I'm going to use a highlighter because we need more shine. And this is the gorgeous Nectar. And I love this. It's so pretty. So I'm really going to just gently buff that in. I mean, not that it needed it, did it? Let's be honest. Because there's a whole lot of shine going on. The weird thing with the iPhone filming with it is I can't see myself. So I know I'm looking at the camera, but there's no monitor or anything. It's quite strange. So I'm going to use this powder here by Westman Atelier. Ooh, this is expensive for what it is, which is almost nothing. But it's really nice. I've only used it a couple of times. So let's see. I'm going to take a little powder puff and I'm going to mattify the T-zone. Just get rid of the shine in that center portion. And then down the nose. Underneath the eyes, the eyelids, just over the brows, and down. So that this bit's matte, and then we've got the shine around the outside corner. I like to go underneath the eye all the way across because for me, I've got these Mala bags and if they're just too shiny, it is even more distracting. So I like to mattify them out, but then you've still got the shine where you want it. I'm just going to mattify just this section as well. And that will complete the look. What do we think? Do we like? I likey, but do you likey? That's what's important. I mean, it's really pretty. The skin looks natural. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not a massive fan of that powder. There's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful. I don't know. It feels, because everything else is so light, for some reason, this just feels quite a heavy powder. And I don't know why. I don't know if you can see that, but it just feels quite heavy for some reason. And it may not, it doesn't look it, but it just feels it. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. That is a full face of Westman Atelier. What do we think? Do we like? Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the iPhone. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.